Dr. Shola appeared on Jeremy Vine on 5 as the panel debated whether the Queen should go further and remove Prince Andrew's remaining titles from him amid his civil lawsuit in the US. Dr. Shola implored the Queen to get more involved and said she and the royal family should look at their treatment of Meghan Markle and Princess Diana and treat Prince Andrew with the same energy. Prince Andrew was stripped of his honorary military titles and patronages following pressure from army officials who were angry the Duke of York was being associated with them. Speaking on Jeremy Vine on 5, the panel debated whether or not the Queen has gone far enough after Prince Andrew's military affiliations and royal patronages were returned to the monarch. Calls continue to grow demanding Prince Andrew loses his royal titles, which would require an act of parliament. Dr. Shola commented on the situation and said, "The bottom line is the Queen has not gone nearly far enough. Let's just face this, all these other titles do remain, there is no justification for keeping them and not stripping him of them. Because the same standard would apply for removing all the other titles. And I do think the Duke of York is within her gift because the only reason he and every other royal family member have such titles is that she wanted him to have it and then Parliament made it happen. So if she used her influence and power and said he can't have any titles, then the same reason she was stripping him of all of the royal patronage and military titles will go far. But let me say this, I want to see the same energy the Queen and the royal family used against Meghan Markle and Princess Diana here. The same energy, and we have the receipts of how these women were treated when they were being ostracized. I mean, Princess Diana lost the HRH status but had to fight to keep the Princess of Wales title. Please let us see the same energy, that's all I'm asking," Buckingham Palace said in a statement on Thursday. With the Queen's approval and agreement, the Duke of York's military affiliations and royal patronages have been returned to the Queen. The Duke of York will continue not to undertake any public duties and is defending this case as a private citizen. Prince Andrew will also no longer use His Royal Highness in an official capacity, but it is unclear if it has been taken from him. Princess Diana lost the title, Her Royal Highness, after she divorced Prince Charles in 199. More than 150 military veterans wrote to the Queen and demanded she takes Prince Andrew's titles away from him. Prince Andrew has faced further calls to strip him of his Duke of York and Prince titles following the civil lawsuit brought against him. However, an act of parliament is required to do so, which would require the Queen's approval and assent. Royal family titles were last stripped away back in 1917 after legislation was created to kick out German relatives of the King during World War I. Prince Andrew is also set to visit the US to face a civil court case after a judge ruled against his motion to dismiss the case. Virginia Giuffre is suing Prince Andrew and claims he sexually abused her in 2001, something Prince Andrew has always denied. Ms. Giuffre says the 3 alleged instances of abuse by Prince Andrew caused her significant emotional and psychological distress and harm. Prince Charles was seen for the first time since Prince Andrew was stripped of his patronages in Aberdeenshire but ignored reporters who asked him for a comment on the saga.